Tsunoda, are you sharing your food again today?
I hear it's fried chicken today.
Yay! Tsunoda's cooking is delicious!
I made too much, so if you like, please, help yourselves.
Itadakimasu!
Oh, can I have some too?
Yeah, there's plenty, so please, help yourselves. My name is Tsunoda Akito. I'm 26 years old and work at an IT company. My hobby's cooking, and sometimes I make too much and share it with my colleagues at work. I got into cooking when I was a university student. I started it to save money, but I ended up being completely hooked on it. If you can cook, you can make the food you want to eat, and above all, the sense of achievement you get when you make something delicious is really addictive. I've become more and more interested in cooking, and now I make meals every day and even make my own lunchboxes. Recently, I've been enjoying cooking even more by getting good pots and knives.
Tsunoda's cooking is really delicious no matter what you eat.
I wish I could cook like this.
Let's ask him for the recipe next time.
I mean, a man who can cook is so cool.
I know. I see him becoming a good husband.
I wonder if Tsunoda has a girlfriend.
Are you aiming for Tsunoda by any chance?
Hey, your voice is a bit loud.
Tsunoda, please teach me the recipe for the fried chicken you made earlier.
Sure, it's easy to learn.
How about on a day off?
On the day off, I don't mind.
Really? I'll get back to you on it then.
Tsunoda, what are you doing at work? Oh, Tosa, I'm sorry. Did I do something? Do something? You're hitting on female employees at work. What? I didn't do anything like that. That's what it was about earlier, wasn't it? It's so lame to try to attract people's attention with cooking just because you want to be popular. That's not what I'm doing. You're such a desperate loser trying to get attention. Cooking's such a pathetic thing. Why don't you just stop? I don't deserve to be talked to like that. I'm sorry, but I have work to do. This sarcastic boss is Tosa Kyoji. He's my boss. He always makes fun of me for cooking, saying it's just an attempt to get attention. He makes sarcastic remarks every time he gets a chance. I'm not trying to get attention through cooking, and he's just making that assumption on his own. A few days later, since I had the day off of work at the weekend, I decided to try making spring rolls, which I've been meaning to make for a while. Alright, the vegetables are done, so I'll add the filling now. Yeah, it's coming along nicely too. But even though I live alone, I always end up making too much. This is enough for a big family. Well, if I make too much, I can share it with my colleagues at work. As I was saying that, I heard a loud noise outside the house, as if something fell. What was that noise? So I opened the front door and looked outside, and there was an unbelievable sight. What? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got dizzy.
You look very pale. Should I call an ambulance?
No, I'm fine.
The person who had collapsed was a woman named Sakai who lived next door. We'd only exchanged greetings a few times. Are you hungry?
Yes, I'm busy but haven't eaten anything.
I see. Please, wait a moment. Here, I made this, so if you like, please, eat it.
What? But I can't accept this much.
But it's not good to collapse from hunger. You have to eat properly.
Right. Thank you. My name is Sakai, and I live next door.
We've met a few times, right? I'm Tsunoda. It's not anything suspicious, so please, eat this if you like.
Thank you.
Then, a few hours later, The intercom at my house rang. Yes?
Thank you for earlier.
Yes? Oh, not at all. I hope it was to your liking.
They were all really delicious. Thank you. The containers have been washed.
Thank you. That's a relief. I was a little worried.
It's amazing that you can cook such delicious food.
It's just a hobby.
Are you taking the day off tomorrow too? If you like, let me treat you to a meal to thank you for today.
Thank you. Are you sure?
There's a good Italian restaurant near here. I'll come back at 11 tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it. And so, Sakai and I went out to eat at a nearby Italian restaurant. As promised, Sakai came to pick me up at 11 the next day.
Thank you so much for yesterday. I slept really well and felt refreshed.
I'm glad to hear that. You look pretty tired.
Food made by other people gives you strength, doesn't it? It's thanks to Tsunoda's cooking.
I'm embarrassed when you give me that much praise.
But I really do think so.
As we were talking, we arrived at the restaurant in no time at all. As I was ordering my food, Sakai seemed to be looking around, searching for something. What's the matter?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a habit of mine to check if my husband is around.
Your husband?
Actually, I've just got divorced. That's why I moved into that apartment.
I see.
Even though we got divorced, my husband is still trying to get back together with me. I'm trying to avoid him somehow, but... So I think the reason I collapsed was because of the stress.
It seems that the reason for the divorce was because her husband was having an affair. Up until now, Sakai was putting up with her husband's selfish behavior, but it seems that she ran out of love.
He still emails me every day. It seems like he hasn't found where I'm living, and that's the only thing that's safe for me.
Sounds like you're going through a hard time. If you need anything, please, come to me. I used to do judo, so I think I can at least fend him off.
Judo? That's reassuring, but I can't put you through that much trouble.
Don't worry about it. We're neighbors, so let's help each other out.
Tsunoda is so kind.
No, that's not true. After that, we spent a pleasant time talking about each other's lives.
I'd really like to invite you to my place too, but I've been busy recently and my house is a complete mess.
No, I'm glad I found out about this delicious restaurant.
When I've tidied up my room, please come and visit me.
Of course. I'll bring some food too.
Yay! Tsunoda's food is delicious after all.
When you say that, I'll get carried away. We became friends very quickly after meeting for the first time, and we exchanged contact details and agreed to eat together again.
I like finding good restaurants. I'll let you know if I find another good place.
I'm looking forward to it. Since we went out to eat together, I'd been in touch with Sakai quite often.
Today, I went to a Chinese restaurant near the station. The old-fashioned ramen was really delicious. Let's go together next time.
That sounds good. I haven't had ramen recently, so I'd love to go. Sakai went to a Chinese restaurant today. I'll have Chinese today too then. I hope Sakai's ex-husband doesn't find her since she's going to so many different places to eat. We're neighbors, so I have to help her out if anything happens. Ever since we went to the Italian restaurant together, I've been completely aware of Sakai. That's how much I enjoyed the time we spent together. If someone like that was my girlfriend, I think I had those feelings, so I was even more curious about Sakai's husband.
Speaking of which, I've been thinking about starting to cook recently. What do you think would make a good first dish to make?
How about curry? It's easy to make, And you can also make your favorite dishes.
My favorite dish is omu rice.
Omu rice sounds good. I'd like to try it too if you could make it.
I'll have to practice then. Awawa.
I'm joking. Please, enjoy cooking.
I'll do my best to get you to try them.
A few months had passed since I had met Sakai. And during that time, we had spent many happy hours talking about cooking and exchanging information about good restaurants. We often spent our days off together, so the other residents of the apartment thought we were a married couple. One day, I was using my day off to cook as well, and I was making a new potato croquette. Peeling the potatoes is a lot of work, but once you're done with that, it's actually quite easy. Alright, it's done. I wonder if Sakai is home. I'll share some with her. I took the freshly fried croquettes and rang Sakai's doorbell. Then I heard a man's voice shouting from inside. Hey, come on! Let's go home!
Stop it! That hurts!
A man's voice? Could it be? The door to her room was unlocked, so I went into her room. Sakai, are you okay?
Tsunoda!
Huh? What the hell are you doing in someone else's room? Wait. What? Tosa? Why are you here? What do you have to do with Maho?
What? Are you acquaintances?
I'm the neighbor next door, and you were Sakai's ex-husband, Tosa? I'm not her ex-husband. We're getting back together. Come on, let's go, Maho.
Hey, stop! I broke up with you! Ouch!
Tosa forcibly pulled Sakai-san's arm and tried to take her away. I then shook Tosa's arm off. Stop being so rough! What's wrong with you? You even want to get with my wife? Oh, but you fed Maho your cooking too, didn't you? You're so calculating. It's not like that. What are you talking about? You're desperate since you can't get women. Who do you think you are?
Enough of this!
Sakai?
Tsunoda helped me when I collapsed. You know why I collapsed? Because you spent the couple's money on your lover. I had no money.
How awful. I told you I was sorry. I won't do it again.
I can't believe you. Besides, we're strangers now.
Don't you know you can remarry even after a divorce? I can't live without you.
Don't be ridiculous. I know you've been having an affair on me this whole time. Why don't you just marry your lover?
Our commotion outside the apartment must have leaked out. Other residents of the same apartment building looked into our room. I thought I had some backup, but they were all old men, so they didn't seem to be of much help. Sakai? What's going on with all this commotion?
Excuse me, but my ex-husband just barged in.
Ah, that guy. He was the one who was cheating on Sakai. He's not even a man. Hey, you! Before you cause trouble for Sakai, get out of here! Who are these old men? Although they were no match for the enemy, these old men's sheer number overwhelmed Tosa, and he seemed uncomfortable. Tosa, it's a nuisance for the other residents too, so please go home, or rather, please, don't come back. You're Tsunoda, but you're giving me orders? Don't be ridiculous! This is a problem between a married couple. It's none of your business. An angry Tosa grabbed me by the collar. At that moment, I grabbed Tosa's clothes and threw him over his shoulder. I told you you're being a nuisance. Can't you understand? That's why Sakai dumped you. Damn it, you're just Tsunoda. I'll sue you! After saying that, Tosa left, holding his back.
Thank you very much, Tsunoda.
No, I'm sorry. I did throw him over my shoulder after all. I hope he's not hurt.
That guy deserves that.
Tsunoda, you don't seem like much, but you're a man who gets things done. That's what men are supposed to be like. If I were 50 years younger.
I apologize for causing you trouble.
If it's a quarrel, I'm not afraid of losing to the young. If you ever have any problems, please, come to us. Thank you. From what I heard later, it seems that Sakai became friends with these 3 old men soon after moving in. At first, they would only say hello to each other, but gradually, they began to chat about everyday things. Well, it's Tsunoda's here. We won't be needed. If I were 50 years younger. Tsunoda, I'm leaving Sakai in your hands. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? Well, we'll be off. You young people can get on with things. After that, I decided to let Sakai stay over at my place, since Tosa might come to her place again.
I'm fine, Tsunoda. But is it really okay for me to trouble you like this?
It's fine. Besides, your room's a mess because of Tosa's rampage.
Speaking of which, you knew my husband?
Yes, he was my boss at work.
What? That's terrible! I'm sorry you got into trouble and made it difficult for you to work.
No, we weren't that close, so it's fine.
I see. Nobody likes him at work, do they?
Well, yeah. I guess so.
He's really a no-good guy, isn't he? I'm glad we broke up.
From now on, you'll have to be careful not to let Tosa come again.
Yeah, that's right. I'll do that.
The next day, when I went to work, Tosa was already there. Whoa. I'm in a really awkward situation because of what happened yesterday. I'm sure he'll say something sarcastic again. Tsunoda, good morning! Oh, good morning. The documents you gave me the other day were really good. As expected of you, Tsunoda. I might ask you for something again, so please, take care of it. Okay. What's with you? You're being so nice that it's almost weird. It's not like he's reflected on his actions. Tosa's weirdly kind attitude continued for a while after that. Have you finished the work I asked you to do today? As expected of you, Tsunoda. You're so quick at work. I'll ask you to do something like this again tomorrow. Yes, thank you. As expected of you, though. A brilliant guy like you might take Maho away from me. I kid. Could it be that he's trying to get close to me and shorten the distance between him and Sakai? Tsunoda, how about going out for a drink after work today? Oh, I'm sorry. I have plans. Well then. I remained cold to Tosa as he tried to get close to me. He even invited me to go for a drink with him, but I refused and left the office. That's right. I had plans.
Oh, Tsunoda, over here!
Sorry I'm late. Did you wait?
I just arrived too, but I'll wait for you as long as it takes. It's Tsunoda-san's birthday today, after all.
It's been a while since someone celebrated my birthday.
Really? Then let's have a good time!
As we were about to head to the restaurant we made a reservation at, Tosa appeared in front of us. Hey, Maho!
Kyoji? Wow, I didn't want to meet you here.
Maho, why are you with him?
It's fine, I'm single.
Are you still angry? I'll apologize, so please, come back!
I told you we've already broken up.
I won't accept that! Tosa, You're causing trouble for Sakai. Enough already. Why don't you just give up? Shut up! It's all your fault! My life's a mess because of you!
Kyoji, that's enough!
Whoa!
Stop causing trouble for Tsunoda. I like Tsunoda, so you're no longer in my sights. If you continue to follow me, I'll call the police.
You like this guy?
That's right. Got a problem? Unlike you, he won't spend the couple's money on their lover.
But...
I don't know if you want me to forgive you, but I can't trust you anymore. I don't like you, so get out of here.
Don't let... Oh, what? Tosa left while muttering to himself. When Tosa was gone, Sakai apologized to me.
I'm sorry, Tsunoda. I'm sorry for getting you involved in something so strange. He's even your boss at work.
No, I'm glad you're okay. He'll probably give up on you. Besides, you have me.
What does that mean?
It's nothing. Come on, we're gonna be late. Let's go. A year later, we started going out naturally. Ever since we started going out, the small-minded Tosa made a series of mistakes at work and became a problem employee. I heard Tosa's quitting his job.
Really? That's great!
He's been like a cripple since you rejected him. He made so many mistakes.
That's so like him. He's a real no-good guy.
I hope he does well at his new company, though.
But that's not our concern anymore.
Now we're into cooking together on our days off. Maho's also getting really good at cooking at a rapid pace. A few years ago, I never thought I'd be able to live like this. From now on, I'll live happily with Maho, who will always be with me while eating delicious food.
Isn't that lovely? Like and subscribe for more videos. See you again!